My name is Autumn Perry, and I own a little business called Wild Elm Advisors. So before joining the academy, I was actually a banker. So I spent 20 years in banking. I spent more than a decade of that in commercial credit and lending. So I've actually looked at darn near every type of deal structure throughout my career. I spent some time in SBA, I spent some time in middle market. And when I stepped away from my career, I actually helped my husband with his business. So we own a commercial lock and door business. And I'm still really close to the financial planning piece of that company. But doing that is actually what prompted me to look into brokerage, because I realized I could do what I love, which is commercial lending, and still be self-employed. And when that hit me, that's when I started looking for help with my education and to get my business in order. I chose the academy after looking around at other options. I had actually found another company for training, and I had hired them, but it was pretty apparent that it wasn't the best fit, if that makes sense. So it just didn't feel as authentic. So what I did was I noticed that the annual CLBA conference was coming up. So I signed up for that. And I went by myself, and my goal was to meet as many people as possible, including Terry. So I made it a point to introduce myself to Terry. And then when I got home, I actually followed up with him on LinkedIn. And I said, Terry, I need a mentor. Can you help? And we started talking over the phone. And I really felt a connection with this group. So he said, we have a cohort coming up in about 2 weeks. Do you want to come? And it was a very quick decision, but I decided to fly out there to Tennessee to join his team for a week. I didn't have a lot of time to think about it, but after going to the CLBA conference and meeting as many people as I did and talking to him about the program, I thought it would be a really good fit. One of the biggest things I appreciated about the class was the small size. It was super small and interactive, so I didn't feel like I couldn't ask questions. I'm the type of person that really feels like I need to understand things. And so I didn't feel like I had to keep my mouth shut. I was able to ask all the questions I wanted. And I'm still in contact with the other folks I was in class with, which is really neat because we get to keep up with each other and see how our business is going. So the relationships from that are really important to me. So when going to the class, you'll get a hard copy of the material. So I really appreciated having a tangible book that I could take notes in, that I can highlight things. And for me, it's just an easy way to access the information. But they also provide, there's a digital copy. So you can log into the platform and access it anytime. I know some people might learn better that way, but for me, I really enjoyed having the hard copy. I would say that the ongoing mentoring with Terry has been invaluable. So during our meetings, we can talk about, I can talk about whatever I want, but it's been really valuable to talk about deal structure, deal placement, and I would say for me, pricing. As a newer commercial loan broker, I don't know what the rest of the market is doing. And I think a lot of business owners tend to question themselves when it comes to pricing. So being able to talk through those things with him before I present a proposal to one of my clients has been incredibly helpful. My business since completing the program has actually grown quite a bit. So meeting with Terry has helped give me a lot of structure. So I think before what I was doing was I was casting a really wide net, and I was going to all the networking events and trying to kind of be everywhere all at once. And that's not a good strategy. And so meeting with Terry and going to the academy has really helped me focus and fine tune where I should be putting myself and the people that I should be meeting. And it has really helped my business. One of the things I really appreciate about the academy is that you're learning from people who are actually loan brokers, and that makes a huge difference. You want to learn from somebody who's actually walked the walk and talked the talk, not somebody who's just teaching a program. So when you have deals and you have questions, you can take it to Terry's team and they can relate it to previous experiences. They can talk you through the deal. They've probably seen something similar. And for me, that has been really helpful. The class, it's not a one-time training. The class and the information that you will receive is just the beginning. That is just the foundation for your business. So when you go in there and you learn about all of the foundations to a commercial brokerage, you're going to be taking that information and applying that to your business for years to come. It is not the end point. It is just the beginning of your business. I tell people when they're considering investing in the academy that it's really a premium program. If you're not serious about making commercial loan brokerage a career, then it's probably not the right program for you. This is not one of those quick online coaching programs that you see popping up all over the internet these days. They give you the access to the right people. You get access to the right lenders who will do your deals. It's invaluable. It really is. So if you're looking for something that's fast or kind of surface level, I would keep looking. But if you're looking for a really premium product with the best people, the best brokers in the business, I would consider the academy.